worked my whole life for this one.
As you guys probably know by now if you watched my last video, I'm just cleansing the face with a pad and some mineral water so that I can have all the dirt off the face and I have a clean canvas for when I start the makeup. Now I'm just putting some oil control lotion on her face. I messed up on this point because I thought that the client had oily skin, but they actually had normal skin and it was kind of cakey, but I fixed it, so it's alright. But yeah, I kind of like messed up on that bit. And now I'm just applying some foundation around her face and then just blending it out. Ooh, my phone just went off. Just blending it out with the Pamper Therapy sponge. Like I said before, I had done some things that wasn't necessary because she had normal skin, but I put powder over the areas where you would normally get oily if you had like oily skin, but it wasn't necessary. But yeah, I put powder there. I started on her brows by grabbing a spoolie to brush the hairs, and then I just followed her natural brow shape. Sorry, my voice is like, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I just followed her natural brow shape and just lined it and kind of kept it natural but Instagrammy, I guess, at the same time. So to clean up underneath her brows, I used the Pro Concealer and I just first kind of like line it up, and then I'll go in with a angled brush to properly clean it up and define the arch of her brows. So here I'm just kind of like finishing off the cleanup of underneath her brows, and then I wiped off the rest of the product on her eyelids and then went back in with some more Pro Concealer and added some more as a eye primer. You can actually use concealer as an eye primer. You don't actually have to use a eye primer if you get what I mean. And then I put some banana powder on her eyes, and now I'm just doing the same on the top, but on the top I don't use concealer, I use foundation because it's just a lot more natural and just not so like highlighted when you have that bold like bright colour on the top of the brows. But here I'm just starting with the colour I just showed you, and I'm just kind of doing it really messily on her eyelids. I wasn't really trying to make it neat, I just kind of did it messily and focused on her outer corner and just kind of kept doing V shapes, C shapes, whatever, yeah. I just kept doing that on her outer and just kind of made a brownie burnt orange type of shade because I was kind of doing a coppery kind of cut crease with her eyes. So I wanted to darken the crease a little bit more, so I went in with my MAC palette, and it's a very, very, very dark, almost black brown, and added it with some black from another Morphe palette. And then I cut the crease using a round shader brush. That is not the name of the brush at all. I don't know what the fuck I just said. Whatever, it will be in the description box. I cut the crease with the Pro Concealer that I used to clean up her brows, and then I applied some MAC pigment. Don't know the name of the shade, it will be in the description. What you saw me doing before, I was just applying some black liner across her top line just to make sure the lashes blend together, and then I'm just applying a light coat of mascara. Sorry, I've redone this like 3 times because I can't seem to get the name coat right. And to do that I used a disposable mascara on just because it's a lot more hygienic than using the same one on everyone else. And then the 2 matte concealers that you saw me hold up, those are what I used on her face to highlight. And then I set her face, well, I baked a little bit, maybe for like 30 seconds, which I'd said before earlier I did some things that wasn't necessary. And you can see here it's a little bit dry. I contoured anyway, I contoured with the Estee Lauder, but yeah, it just looks a bit dry. And then I missed the face, if that makes sense, with the MAC Prep and Prime, just to undry it. I don't know how to say it, but like just to kind of like add some moisture. That's it, add some moisture back into her face, because you can see here now it looks a lot less cakey and dry. It's just more in her skin, and just, you know. And then I kind of contoured her nose. Well, not kind of, I contoured her nose lightly, and I added a bit of blush as well. And then my favorite thing out of the makeup is to highlight. So I highlighted her nose, her cupid's bow, the tip of, yeah, that's what I said already, the tip of her nose, the bridge of her nose, and just like in the last one, I just kind of lightly done her cheekbones because there was already glitter on the eyes. Didn't want to take too much attention away. And then I added a bit more, well, I added loads of like spray just so it melts into her skin and it isn't so powdery and cakey. And then I just done underneath her eyes all the all the shades that I used on the top, I pretty much used on the bottom. And then I just cleaned up all the product on her lips. I added True Brown K, and the rest of the products I used, I don't know, because the clips, like, I don't know what happened, they just disappeared. But if I sound sad throughout this video, I'm not, I'm just really ill, so sorry. But I hope you guys like day 2 of my prom series, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!
DJ Kylie,
Shining, yeah. All of this winning, I've been losing my mind.
So I'm going to be filming a favorites video, and this is just all my favorite products that I like to use, just to show you guys what I pretty much use on a daily basis on my face. Well, when I have a full face of makeup on, what I really enjoy using.